Guys, Fortnite just announced brand new Batman themed skins and items in the game, and I'm going to be showing you how to unlock them. Now, before we get into it, guys, if you are hoping for next week off of school since it's the weekend, wouldn't it be so nice to extend that weekend? Leave a thumbs up down below on the video, but be fast before it starts. But yes, guys, we have got a bunch of stuff to talk about. We're going to mix in a couple of other things as well, like for example, a funny glitch I want to show you, but the main part of the video is of course the new Batman skins and how to unlock them. Now also, guys, as for the challenge with the comments on last video, the skin was Siona, and a bunch of you got it right, so I left hearts on a bunch of those comments. And this time around, I don't know, let's do this skin right here. So leave a comment down below if you know the name of this skin, and I will leave hearts on a bunch of the ones that get it right. On top of that, be sure to use code SIRS in the item shop and leave a comment down below if you use that, and I will heart a bunch of those as well. As an epic partner, it helps support the channel a ton. Oh, and also one final thing, over 80% of the people that watch these videos are not subscribed, which is crazy. If that's you, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications to never miss an upload. But without further ado, let's just jump on into it here. Alright guys, hopping into it here. Before we get into the stuff with the brand new Fortnite skins and the special way of how you can unlock them, we got a bunch of other info to go over too, like something on the map here. And actually, first of all, you guys have probably seen the new alien stuff, but there's a few secret, sort of secret things with these that I wanted to show you in case you were like thinking about them. One such thing, for example, is if you go into the Ellen Ripley skin and click on the back bling, you'll see that there's a cat in the display image for it, and then if you go to the back bling, it's like, where's the cat? There he is right there. So you have to wait a little bit for the cat to show up. It's around every 15 seconds, but if we wait a bit longer here, come on, buddy. There you can see he pokes his little head out. The kitty looks so cute. Honestly, like this skin just for the cat back bling. It's also funny that he's named Jonesy, which is the same name of the cat from the movie, so there's no real connection. It's just a funny coincidence. But yeah, that's something to keep in mind about that back bling. And actually, if you go over to the Xenomorph skin, something you may or may not notice is that the back bling that goes with this skin can actually be attached to any other skin and give it a tail. Like for example, you can see right here what I'm talking about, which honestly is a fairly solid back bling. Adding a tail to any skin is pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of like the things that come off of the very back, but the tail itself is very interesting. And then also the P5000 power arm is like a really gigantic pickaxe. But yeah, let's get into the thing I wanted to show you on the map. It's inside of the comeback mode. There's something really funny that's a bit of a glitch, so let's go ahead and search that. So if you haven't played this LTM yet, basically you get 5 lives, and each life, like as you can see right here, increases your weapon rarity. So you start off at common and then you go up to like legendary on your last life. However, guys, that leads to a pretty funny glitch. So first of all, once we hop into the game here, we want to head to a spot that is fairly quiet. I'm feeling the orchard, so let's head over there. And once you're at like that location, you want to obviously go around and find some weapons. And specifically, like some of the items that are funniest are, for example, the regular AR right here, which if you're on your first life is obviously going to be gray rarity, but we also want to find a pump shotgun. Those two are pretty funny. Oh sweet, there we go, we found one. So now that we have these items, all you want to do is bring them over to a spot and just drop them out of your inventory. After that, simply build up a ramp like so, high enough so that when you jump off, your character gets fully eliminated. Just like that. So as for the next step, and this part is pretty funny, you just want to keep jumping off and eliminating your character until you get to like epic or legendary rarity. So here we go, jumping off again, and yeah. So yep, there you go. We are now at epic rarity. So let's go back and take a look at those weapons we had dropped on the ground. Yes, guys, here you can see the weapons that we dropped down, and they are now epic rarity. But what's funny about that is that they still have the old models. So like an epic rarity regular pump and then an epic rarity regular AR. It looks so weird. But yeah, let's go up here one more time so we can get to legendary. It looks even weirder then. And here we go. Look at these guys. Legendary regular items. They look so weird, especially the AR. It just doesn't look right. Honestly though, it kind of looks cool. And of course the legendary pump as well with the regular model and not the upgraded model. Looks so funny. But after that, guys, let's talk about how to unlock 6 brand new skins and cosmetics, and also how these have to do with season 6. And there is a lot of interesting stuff to talk about here. So first things first, how do you go about getting these items and what are they? So recently, Fortnite just tweeted this. They say he is vengeance, he is the knight, he is gonna be in a crossover comic series with Fortnite. Read about Batman / Fortnite 0 Point, including info on DC themed digital in-game items. So yes guys, Fortnite and Batman are releasing a comic called 0 Point, and like here you can see some of the pictures. Looks pretty sick. We've got a bunch of different characters like Harley Quinn and obviously Batman mixed in with Drift and Raven. Even Fishstick is on one of the comic books, which is pretty funny. And it looks like they're above, what is that, Slurpy Swamp? Yeah, Slurpy Swamp. And then like here are some of the comic panels that they were able to show us. We can't tell anything about the story or anything like that, but again, what's most interesting is the way that we're going to be able to unlock these 6 cosmetics, because one of the cosmetics is this one right here. It is called the Harley Quinn DC Rebirth costume, and it is the first of the new rewards that you can unlock from these comics. As you can see, it uses the same model for the regular Harley Quinn skin that is already in the game, but with a different costume. So it's a little bit unclear if you'll get the whole entire Harley Quinn skin or if it just unlocks an extra style for the Harley Quinn skin itself, like you have to get that separately. But either way, it is still pretty cool in and of itself. Also, it's kind of interesting the weapon she is holding, because that is not in Fortnite. So I'm not sure if that's a teaser towards a future item. It might be, but maybe we'll have to talk more about that in a separate video. But again, how do you go about getting these? And what about the other 5 items? Now, as you may already be able to guess, you get these items by purchasing the comics. It says here, print issues to include bonus codes unlocking Fortnite in-game items inspired by the comic storyline. First issue to include new Rebirth Harley Quinn outfit. So yeah, the first issue will have a code inside of it for this brand new Harley Quinn outfit. Also, it's intriguing that they use the word outfit, because that is technically what skins are called in game, so it seems like you would probably get the full skin, but we'll have to wait and see for sure. But with that being said guys, since this is a 6-part series, we're going to continue to get items for the rest of the comic books, and as we just saw in that line right there, they are inspired by this comic storyline, and at the end of all of that, we will be able to get a Batman skin. I'll talk about that in a second, but maybe we could also see like a Catwoman skin, considering that she is on the cover, and I'd expect maybe like a pickaxe or something, maybe a glider. That would make a lot of sense too. And if you guys have ideas for items, leave them down below in the comments. But that's not the only reward guys. According to iFireMonkey, people who redeem all 6 codes will unlock a new armored Batman 0 outfit in Fortnite, which the name itself sounds awesome. We don't know what this skin is going to look like as of yet, and it's going to be a while, I'll explain that, but just the idea of it sounds really cool. A full armored Batman 0 Point outfit, or that's what it seems to be referring to. But again, you have to redeem all 6 codes, which is going to be a little bit tough. Now, as I was saying though, this is going to take a lot of time because these comics are said to release every 2 months starting on April 20th. And April 20th is already like 2 months away. And then if there's 6 issues that release every 2 months after that, it's gonna take like a year for all of these items to finally get into the game, which is crazy. Yeah, it'll take some dedication for sure. And also guys, as for the price of these comic books, they're expected to be somewhere between 4 and I think 6. That could change, but just something to keep in mind if you're especially trying to go for all of them. You know, it'll add up a little bit. So yeah. But guys, the next thing I wanted to talk about that has to do with all of this Batman stuff is the possibility of a DC themed season 6. Now, whether or not you're a fan of the crossovers and stuff like that, it is a possibility. And guys, there are a few pretty intriguing reasons as to why this might be the case. The first of which is simply that the time frame makes sense. We're not going to see these comic books until April 20th, which granted is about a month after the start of season 6, but that could just mean that, you know, season 6 is themed after DC, and then midway through it or just a month into it, we start to get the comics and things like that. However, there's a bunch more interesting clues. The one that I found pretty intriguing is that if you look at the cover of the comic books that they were able to show us already, you'll see that it says Mustard on the bottom. Now that seems to be referring to the chief creative officer at Epic Games, and he's pretty much in charge of all of the story related stuff for Fortnite, all of the season related stuff and like what they're themed after. So he pretty much decides what is in the seasons. So considering that he worked with them on the comics, it's entirely possible that it's vice versa and that they worked with him on the new season. Not only that, if you take a look at his Twitter page, he recently changed his banner to feature Batman. Now again, that could just be in reference to the announcement of these comic books, but as we know in the past, he likes to hint towards future things coming into Fortnite on his Twitter Twitter profile. So by adding that banner, it could be a clue towards Season 6. Not only that, he also updated his location to say the 0 point, which isn't much of a clue, but I still thought I'd point it out just in case. But yeah, he's a big fan of the collabs, so I wouldn't be surprised if that's what he's got planned for Season 6. And then after that, guys, we have a couple of small update things I wanted to mention. First of all, update 15.50 is in the staging servers, which means that it's going to be released in the very near future, either this Tuesday or Wednesday. It's kind of been switching in between those two dates, but personally, I think it's going to release Tuesday because more so lately it has been releasing on those days of the week. So that would be Tuesday, March 2nd, which is pretty exciting. Also, according to Mango on Twitter, there are some unfinished AI spawner capabilities for vehicles that were added in update 15.40, which was the recent update added into the game. Now, according to him, this could mean a couple of different things, but it could mean that NPCs or bots or bosses could control vehicles in the near future, which would be pretty funny. And an even more fun idea would be something like a vehicle that attacks players, like a helicopter or something, or even a car that drives around and tries to run players over. It could honestly be pretty funny. Or it could even work for, you know, having bosses or NPCs ride along with you when you get into a vehicle. But yeah, guys, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and remember to check out my brand new channel. It is the top link down below in the description. Be sure to subscribe. Got a new video that is coming out really soon. And also be sure to check out some of my previous videos on the screen right now. Got some really fun ones that I definitely think you guys will enjoy. But again, remember to subscribe to this channel as well, and I will see you guys in the next one.